everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending where you are. Code Realize today.
Yeah.
Code Realize today.
Cool.
It's probably going. My internet is like going crazy over here.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy. And all of you can see this. But yeah, we're gonna be finishing up Code Realize hopefully today. And let me just let's kill her dad. Okay. I don't know, should I just start recording this? I think we're just gonna start recording this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm recording this too. What this is like bouncing around. It's stratosphere. Like, I don't know. It's great. Anyway,
Yeah, it goes into the stratosphere.
it goes into the stratosphere, then goes back down, and it's gonna be fun. But yeah, it's probably gonna be our last Code Realize stream, maybe ever, which is wild. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
So,
for all the bad ends.
I mean,
No.
there really isn't any bad ends in Code Realize. Funnily enough, with internet
There
problems.
isn't. We can't.
We start and end Code Realize with internet problems. That's the fun part of these streams. But yeah, so let's just introduce ourselves. My name is Nur, and I voice Adrag as well as handle narration.
By the way, the redeems aren't on. Anyways.
Oh shit.
My name is Tenten, and I voice Lupin, Delacroix II, the Assailant, and London.
Thank
My
you.
name
I
is
turned them all
Matcha,
on.
and I voice Herlock Sholmes, as well as Lionheart, and then Saint Germain and Van Helsing.
Look at you on Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah, so I didn't forget.
Okay, cool.
Good strategy.
My name is Moji, and I will be voicing Victor Frankenstein, Nemo, and Alistair.
And I'm Bravi, and I voice Impy, Finis, the Queen, and Omnibus.
All the redeems are back on, by the way. I turned them all off because of karaoke. I forgot to turn them back on. So thank you for the reminder, Tenten.
Hope you like the pin.
What pin? Yeah, I like the pin. That's perfect, actually.
Okay.
That's the theme of my fucking honestly, neurosis _VT subtitle fuck Comcast. That's how that's my brand now.
No.
All right. Anyway, we all gather at the abandoned laboratory once more.
But this is me.
Oh wait, sorry.
Yeah,
this is Lupin. Oops, I forgot I was
Whoa.
kidnapped.
My friends. As well as the women.
Hello?
Wait, that's a
Lupin,
strong start.
Lupin, are you not friends with women? Hello?
My couldn't keep a straight face reading these lines. My friends, as well as the women who Saint Germain introduced as Omnibus and Guinevere. Oh, Victoria can't hide her surprise at meeting the newcomers.
Oh, wow, I can't hide my surprise. So, you two are from IDEA. Your organization is only mentioned in lore passed down in the royal family, a secret organization controlling history. Yes, it's as you say. The fact that we've come out what? The fact that we've come out the shadows now should be an indication of how great a crisis humanity is facing now.
Is she okay?
We're coming out, boys! No! Of IDEA desire the destruction of Isaac Beckford and all his creations.
There's no time for making grand speeches. What's this plan you have to go against the Nautilus? The destruction of all his creations. That's a little unsettling, but I'd like to hear them out before dealing with that.
You're right. Saint Germain, can I leave the rest to you?
Okay, go without me saying anything.
Just faded
The Count
away.
nods and steps forward.
Adrak, she is now in the hands of Phoenix. Unfortunately, we cannot wait 5 days. Isaac's pawns are all on the board. If we give him that much time, it'll be too late.
Still, that's the reality we face if we want to give the military a chance to fight. What does Idea want me to do?
Please gather as much of your forces as you can by tomorrow night.
Tomorrow? That's impossible. We won't be able to put up a resistance with whatever we're able to put together that quickly.
Tomorrow.
No, today!
Oh,
You will, if Idea cooperates. Idea's apostles will cast a spell to create an enormous magical barrier that can protect you all. That should protect your airships from attack from the Nautilus.
Ridiculous.
haha. Magic does sound ridiculous, doesn't it? And yet, it exists. In the long history of mankind, there have always been things going on outside your understanding. You just haven't seen them or understood them because you never will.
After this exchange, Saint Germain continues.
Then a fleet of airships shall act as a diversion.
Saint Germain looks over at me.
While Lupin and the others enter Nautilus covertly, they will bring down the ship before Isaac can be retrieved.
Get the camera out of my face.
Oh, you think it's too dirty?
Oh.
TV's too dirty?
For the children?
Those your thoughts?
Lupin, can you do it? For the children?
I smile in response for the children. Who do you think I am? Nothing is impossible for this gentleman thief.
Aha, we are counting on you.
I get it. Say
Count.
counts. Yeah.
Victoria, your cooperation is crucial to this battle. Will you fight with us? So, you're telling me that a secret society that runs the world will protect us with magic if we risk our lives?
You telling me a shrimp fried this rice?
Whoa.
Unbelievable.
Victoria covers her mouth, looking like she can barely keep herself from bursting into laughter.
It's like a fairy tale. Magic in this age of science and discovery. How preposterous.
Victoria laughs for some time.
Ellipses. I'm done laughing.
Then she looks at Omnibus with a serious expression.
Very well. I'm in. I was always quite fond of fairy tales, you know. So, have we established a cooperative agreement here? Yes. I have no objections. I am unable to come up with any bright ideas to crush the Nautilus other to rely on a fairy tale.
Other
That's a little
two.
bit there, but- So, it's alright.
Hey, don't you forget the most important thing now.
You mean
Too late,
hydrating?
I forgot the word.
Oh. The women look over at me.
Oh, not the women.
Oh no.
Not them.
Care package. Rescuing my precious princess. This is non-negotiable. I take a good look at Omnibus. When you said you would destroy everything Isaac created, you meant her too, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I see that wasn't lost on you.
The old woman closes her eyes for some time. Then she slowly opens them and turns them to me.
Sorry, I took a little nap there. I'm very old.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. If we're able to accomplish everything else, we promise not to touch her.
Oh fuck.
Get your cup.
I see.
According to my predictions, the fall of mankind has already been determined by this point. If this prediction is proven wrong, what use is there for any of my other prophecies about the rest of the future?
Omnibus says this with a smile. She seems serious. Then I'm ready for this. All right, I'm going to board the Nautilus and see to its destruction. Your Highness, Omnibus, are you fine with that?
I have no objections. From what I saw of your skills when you rescued me from the palace, I can think of no one more suited.
Then it's decided. Let's get ready.
Sounds good. Looks like this is gonna be the decisive battle.
Lupin, I will come along with you as well. I'll do my best to save her. And stab Phoenix.
I nod, then exhale. I can always count on my friends.
And
the
those women.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't anxious anymore. But at least now we stand a better chance of rescuing her. That's enough for me at the moment. Let's go. It's our final battle. Everyone nods, each with their own sense of determination. Hang in there, Adrak. I mutter under my breath, gripping my fists tightly. Still me. Not even half a day later, preparations for tomorrow evening have officially begun. Some of the rebel fighters turned coats, and many civilians joined voluntarily. The government's forces are even greater in number now than they were before the attack on St. Paul's. However, both weapons and soldiers are beyond exhaustion, and it'll be quite difficult to turn things around. In addition, with the Nautilus being a floating fortress, there's a need to get airborne if there's to be a fight at all. Victoria takes measures to cover these problems. She promises a huge sum of money and a knighthood to anyone who would join the operation to destroy the Nautilus. She makes this proclamation in several newspapers, and word spreads quickly across the entire nation. The nobility and those seeking honor, sky pirates,
Leopard.
and criminals who only care about the reward money. Hey, Kate Sith. Those dazzled by greed arrive in droves, flying into London in airships. Speaking to people's immediate desires seems to be a much more effective way to rally people than touting justice. But once they have come, Victoria uses her eloquence to transform all who have gathered into patriots. I can't help but acknowledge her abilities as the former Queen of Britain, God rest her soul, who has had experience butting heads against the world.
In that airship.
Yeah. And then there were others. Those who were nervous about the future of London. Those who lost someone they care about in the fires that blazed across the city. The area previously used to house the Black Gathering has been set up as an aerodrome and is overflowing with airships. Meanwhile, in the suburbs of London, Idea's magical force field is about to complete. Royal alchemists and members of the Royal Society have been called upon for this task. Surprisingly, many within the alchemic and scientific communities already have a deep knowledge of magic. And the apostles have been selecting those with an aptitude for it to help them. Who would have thought that they would be flying into battle against a massive floating fortress protected by wizards? I can understand why Victoria would laugh. It all sounds impossible in this supposed age of rational thinking. Saint Germain, as a member of IDEA, is making preparations with Victor's help. Van Helsing is training citizens how to handle weapons. And Impy is modifying an airship to prepare for entering the Nautilus.
No, point it away from you.
No! I'm in the headquarters, re-examining and revising the plan as necessary. I'm flipping papers and shit.
Mr. Van Helsing, you pointed at yourself, right?
Sorry, that's a different route. I would have thought that the Nautilus would take this time to attack, but it remains silent above the city. According to Omnibus, it's probably going to remain that way until Isaac has been fully resurrected. That works in our favor. Everyone in London right now is desperately preparing for battle. Not just the military and people from the government. Everyone here, for whatever reason. We're all aware that this battle will be crucial. Time passes quickly. Before I know it, an entire day's gone by. Our final attack will be taking place in just a few hours' time.
Man, I feel like I'm on vacation right now. I don't got to do shit right now.
Whoa.
Ellipses. Get used to it, because this is gonna be fucking,
Yeah, we'll be. Please be happy.
There is little time before the mission. I'm taking a walk through the residential neighborhood to collect my thoughts. I wonder if she's looking out at the same sunset from above the clouds. Or... This is no time for weakness, I muttered to myself. She's fine. It's all right. It's all right. Suddenly, a vision of that rainy day flickers in my head, as if to intensify my moment of weakness. Damn it. What is this? Why do I keep going back to these horrible memories at a time like this? I slam my fist against the wall, trying to drive the memory out of me. Oh.
You seem upset.
I didn't notice Van Helsing behind me until just now. I never see him coming, as usual. What? You're supposed to be training people how to fight, aren't you? You have time to follow me around?
I'm risking my life to carry out your decision. It makes me a bit uneasy to see you like this.
Don't worry. Who do you think I am? I'm the only one, Arsène Lou.
You're doing a bad job of hiding your inner conflict. It's unlike you.
He cuts me off.
No more drinks for you.
I know. I'm not an alcoholic anymore. I know I'm not at the top of my game like I usually am. I've stolen anything and everything. I'm the one and only Arsène Lupin. I've never flinched, no matter how rare and expensive the prize I've stolen. I've filched secrets that would ruin nations. I've always had nothing but absolute confidence in my abilities and judgment. But look at me now. I'm scared. At a time that is so important to be clear-headed. It's so pitiful.
What is there to feel pitiful about?
His words are so straightforward. He seems so different from his usual circumspect demeanor that I can't help but stare at him, wide-eyed.
I suppose that girl is more important to you than any expensive gem or information that could ruin a nation. Isn't that what this comes down to?
Ellipses. To me, she is... To be honest, I'm confused myself. I don't know what to do. When I was a boy, I was desperate to survive. When I was in training, I was desperate to learn how to be a thief. When I was betrayed, I was desperate to carry out my own version of justice. I've always been desperate for something. I won't say that I've never been in love. I remember Adrax's smile. Her face, when she happily told me that she knew she was a real person.
I'm a real boy.
But she and I are probably similar in that neither one of us was ever fully human.
Oh, you weren't a human up until now.
No, I was a
Oh.
dancer.
Oh. How very bizarre.
You understand what I mean? I'm a little surprised.
No. I don't have a clue of what you're going on about, but I'm just trying to keep the conversation going.
Well, that ruined the moment. Ellipses. Hey, Van Helsing, do you think love can bloom even on the battlefield?
All I know is war. War has changed.
Do you think she's alright?
How should I know? If you want an answer to that, search within yourself.
I'm my own battlefield, you're right! I try to do as he suggests. Surprisingly, I do find the answer. Of course she's fine! Don't you dare try to tell me otherwise!
I agree.
I laugh along with them.
What?
When we first met, I never thought the day would come when you'd be consoling me.
I didn't come here to make you feel better.
Oh god.
True, I have started to feel that it's not so bad to have comrades.
I smile and nod to him. There's still some time before nightfall. Let's rest until it's showtime. I start walking, and Van Helsing follows behind. For no particular reason, I begin to wonder what Van Helsing thinks about Adrak. Van Helsing probably would have helped me rescue Adrak, regardless of whether Finis was involved or not. I'm certain of that. Even when Adrak disappeared, he did earnestly search for her. So, where do his motives lie? Hey, Van Helsing?
What is it now?
Ellipses. Nothing. Never mind. I ended up not asking. It's probably pointless to ask. Fuck me, it's still me, ain't it?
Yeah, it's practice.
That night, armed airships gather around the landing pad, where everyone is preparing for the operation to begin. There are a great many people here, and each one has his or her own reason to fight.
I fight for my friends.
Thanks,
Cool.
Sora. A siren goes off to signify the start of the mission. Those who weren't busy to board airships have been busy with preparations, but they stopped to watch the ships lift off.
You brave men who are about to depart for the battle, can you hear me from way, way over here, away from the ships?
Victoria's voice is delivered to each of the airships through a communicator far, far away.
Each and every one of you now shoulders the hopes of the world. I'm not going to lie to you. Not everyone will be making it back alive. You can join me.
Some of the listeners go over their flight procedures while they pay attention to her speech.
I've said this before. Looking solely at the difference in our forces, we face certain defeat. But despite that, you all are going up into the air.
Whoa.
I praise your bravery from the bottom of my heart, and all the way over here, away from you. And the ship.
Some of the listeners are praying. Others are looking at pictures of loved ones that they have lost.
I have one confession to make.
Oh.
Oh.
Till recently, I had been considering doing something similar to Isaac's plan, albeit for different reasons. Why are you all sighing?
The first airship slowly rises into the sky.
I was thinking that if a large-scale war were to take place now, Britain would have a greater chance of survival. But seeing what the Nautilus has done and what it is about to do, I've changed my thinking about ships. Seeing these things has shown me that I was mistaken.
A second airship follows, then a third. Soon, clusters of airships are lifting up into the air. With the moon behind them, the people below see them as silhouettes in the sky. That speech was kind of fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not done.
Oh,
There is no knowing what future will come of the destruction flames.
Oh, whoa.
Oh.
Make a wish, guys.
Oh.
Make a wish.
Oh.
Oh, another wish.
I have finally come to realize that there is no point in repeating a history of slaughter. What the hell is going on?
the airships are all rising up now.
Oh. I promise you, justice is what drives us to this battle. Those of you who have stepped up to this challenge are unmistakably heroes.
Sonic
Heroes.
The flock of airship rises higher under the moonlight.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, once they reach a certain altitude, they begin to give off a faint glow.
Whoa.
It seems now they're under the power of ideas magic. They almost look like a new galaxy of stars. One of the people on the ground murmurs that it's a beautiful sight.
Wow, that's a beautiful sight.
Yeah.
Please, bring us victory.
This is far too quiet to be the start of a battle that is about to decide the fate of the world.
We cannot allow an eternal war to exist. And please, be safe.
Her voice coming through the communicators is not the one to inspire courage,
Yeah.
but something in her speech sparks a fire in the audience. It is, in fact, an appropriate start to a battle that will decide the world's future.
Still going.
We're waiting in the forest, watching the flotilla rise up.
Victor?
That ain't
Be
me
great.
anymore, that's Victor.
The losses will be great.
Victor murmurs to himself, his gaze still locked on those ascending airships.
Idea's protective magic is in effect. They won't fall so easily, but you don't know what could happen when that fortress decides to attack. Is that it?
Everyone's doing their best. We'll bring down the Nautilus no matter what and save her.
I nod slightly along with Impy's words.
We should get going. We need to time this right. th-
We're about to follow Saint Germain's suggestion to board our own ship when two figures emerge from the brush.
Oh, who could it be? Oh shit!
Oh my
Shom
god.
Deli? What are you doing all the way out here? Are you here to see us off?
We're not. Wait. We're not saying goodbye. It's the opposite of that, actually. I have my own business with the Nautilus as well. I'd like to come along with you.
The voice Deli. Ellipses. That's so. Well, hurry up and get on then. One or two more people won't make a difference.
That's not quite the response I was expecting. I thought you would be against the idea.
No, Idea's working with us.
Hmm.
I can see it in your eyes. You have inarguable logic and determination. I can't say no to someone like that. Shom smiles faintly. Fuck.
You're right, Lupin.
Always am.
I have a score to settle aboard that ship.
Sholmes' smile widens and he points his chin towards the airship. You have hands, you fucking freak.
I appreciate it. I owe you one.
Mm.
Sholmes makes his way to the airship. I'm here to say goodbye. I nod at the little king, who sounds a little disappointed. Hey, Van Helsing, you have a son!
What?
I yell towards the airship. Huh? Wow, wait, I'm not here to see my dad! Ellipses. No, you're right. We can wait a while. You two say what you need to say. Oh, fuck me.
Uh-huh.
Delacroix II grabs my sleeve as I turn to walk away. She's a kind girl. She must not die like this. Please, get her back. I know. And also, every one of you needs to make it back alive as well. I give him a casual wave and make my way to the airship. I give Van Helsing a pat on the shoulder as he passes by me on his way out. Oh, thank fuck. And I enter it myself. Impy is standing just inside.
Hey, Lupin. I upgraded her as much as I could, but like I said, the engine's,
He told me about it earlier, but this airship's engine is very delicate, so Impy needs to handle it personally. Therefore, I'll be piloting this time around. I'm leaving the engine room in your hands, partner.
Right. I've got this.
We briefly shake hands, and then Impy heads for the engine room. I spend a while after that checking the various instruments in the control room when Van Helsing comes back inside. There's our lookout! We're about to take off without you.
You can try that, and I'll shoot you down in an instant.
You never change, do you?
Right back at you.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean? What? What did our cute little vampire boy have to say?
It was about his revenge. He just told me that I had to live.
Despite his calm delivery, I get the feeling that he's feeling a bit down. Ellipses. I suppose it's sometimes tougher being forgiven than to go on being hated.
I suppose so.
Bless you.
Bless.
Thanks. I don't know what happened in your past, but you can settle that on your own.
I know.
Van Helsing's words make me smile. I take a slight breath to steady my thoughts, then focus and open the lid to the voice tube. Can everybody hear me?
Oh.
I'm not gonna bore you with a speech. Shut up and listen. Let's go and get our princess back.
Finally.
Shall we go another turn, Fate?
Yeah, let's bring an end to this.
Let's get going already.
I crack a slight smile at their responses.
Repsances, actually?
Responses.
Oh my.
I'm on it. I manipulate the controls and cut the rope that's been securing the airship to the ground. The airship slowly rises, throwing me a bit off balance. Whoa. When we get to a particular altitude, the ship begins to glow faintly. It looks like Idea's magic is working on our ship now. See, Herlock?
Magic.
The ship continues to drift higher into the night sky. We approach the fierce aerial battle raging in the skies above. Only a few minutes later, our ship charges straight into the airspace around the Nautilus, which has become a battlefield.
Oh man, this is so intense.
Yeah,
oh my
nerd.
god. Starboard hit, our ship won't last much longer.
Whoa!
Damn it, we're not going down.
Requesting assistance from the Nautilus Western Siege Group. We won't last much longer. I mean, yeah.
Thanks, Big the Cat.
How the hell are we gonna take that monster down?
The voices coming over the communicator are filled with fear and panic. Every time an airship is hit with in the gas bag, it explodes and fills the night with flames for a moment. Wisps of flame tear through the sky, and the smoke from the explosions clouds the sky. Stop saying the sky!
The sky.
Damn. I can't bear to listen to this. Where's fucking 106.7 K-Rock? It seems I accidentally left the voice tube open.
Oh, accident. Ooh.
Accidentally.
Yeah.
Louis.
There's no time for whining. Focus on your piloting. If we fail because we weren't paying attention, it would be pathetic.
I know.
At port, look out.
Got it. I spin the steering wheel to the right as far as it will go. Ah! The ship lurches and quickly swivels to starboard. Holy fuck.
Whoa.
These PNGs going as fast as they can.
The ship roars and shakes so violently that I worry that it might tear itself apart. Ah! Damage reports!
The engine's fine.
Gas bag's fine.
Including you, Victor?
No.
Whoa. Whoa.
I am going to inform HR. We lost some exterior components, but the damage is superficial.
Ellipses. I heave a deep breath. I check the instruments, then think for a moment and make a decision. Alright, taking baby steps is only going to make us an easy target. We're going to charge right on in.
Got it. It's time to reveal our secret weapon then. Everybody hang on.
Before MP finishes talking, the entire airship howls. And we begin to accelerate with such force that I'm almost thrown back. What was that? Impy, what did you do to the airship?
I told you. I upgraded it. It's ready for battle.
It's difficult to keep the ship level at this incredible speed. One wrong move and we'll fly off in a completely different direction. You fucking added Looney Tunes rockets to the sides of it. Yeah, you idiot! You need to go easy on the modifications!
This isn't good. The Nautilus has seen us. It's going to attack. Turn!
Easier said than done. I try to figure out the best option available to us. It's a bit risky, but this is going to be the only way. Damn! We're gonna blow head first into the Nautilus. Everybody hang on so you don't get thrown off.
Are you serious?
I'm sure he is. Why don't we just follow his intuition?
Let's see how far our luck takes us.
Seriously? Things are taking a thrilling turn.
You're right, you vampire.
Huh?
Don't worry, I have a good track record when it comes to gambling. You should see my 6-star pools.
There's no way to avoid it. Everyone prepare for a second collision.
The moment Van Helsing's voice comes through the tube. There's a roaring and a tremor. From the deck, I can see smoke rising from a number of different places on the ship.
The gas bags are on fire.
Yeah, the engine's about had it too. It's not gonna last.
But the Nautilus is right in front of us.
Impy, do whatever you did before again. Bring us to max speed.
Uh-huh. But if we do that now, the ship is gonna fall to pieces.
Let it. We just need to get us to the Nautilus.
Lupin shouts into the voice tube, and without any response from Impy, the airship begins to accelerate once again. Okay. The Nautilus continues to make a show of firing its cannons, even as it fills the entire view in front of Lupin. Then...
What?
Man, I don't know.
That was hello.
That was abrupt, wasn't it?
I swear to God, if it goes back to Lupin narrating again,
It probably will.
lose my mind.
It's either going to be Lupin again or just like generic narration. Shaking, the sounds of explosions.
Or the weird third person where we can't tell.
Yeah, no, it's
okay.
It's Lupin.
That's Adrak.
Oh, it is?
Sleep?
I can only faintly hear them, but the discomfort pulls me out of a warm sleep. Oh, I was taking a nappy nap. I look up at the unfamiliar ceiling and try to remember the situation I've been placed in. It has strangled me until I passed out.
Strange. It was strange.
It was strange. What was it?
A bit odd.
If it estranged me until I passed
I think he is kind of a freaking weirdo, so.
I got Dr. Strange. I can't remember what happened after that. Was it Finis who moved me to this room? Ellipses. Ah, my tits are out again. I'm just gonna stare at them? Okay, I look down at my chest and see the ha 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 ha, continuing the pulse with light. It's slightly warm, my body feels heavy. I can move. I haven't been restrained and I can move around. When Finis held that pendant near me in the underground facility, Finis had said that he would release me. Yeah, release. But at that moment, I had no way of knowing what he meant by that. When the ha completes his transformation into the Philosopher's Stone, what will happen? When I noticed that the clothes I had been wearing earlier had been strewn carelessly around me. Did he find it? I hold my throbbing head and search through my clothes. Here it is. The pill was still inside a pocket where I had put it. It seems that Finis hadn't realized it was there. Omnibus had given it to me, and I've been holding on to it just in case. I hold it in one shaking hand. Omnibus told me that whatever happens, if I take this, it will let me die in comfort. If I can stop their plan by taking my own life. Right here, right now. I shake my head. Lupin told me to have to believe in him, and that's what I'm going to do. I hear another dull sound coming from far away. What's that noise? Perhaps the Nautilus is being attacked? Is that what it could be? But by whom? The government? Or ... Could it be Lupin? Maybe he's here to save me. The thought energizes my spirit. I can't just sit here in silence waiting for death. If Lupin and the others are fighting hard, I need to at least match them in my efforts. Whoa! I hear a huge explosion. This one sounds quite close. The entire room shakes and I lose my balance. At that moment, I hear a harsh metallic sound and the door buckles inwards. The lock is exposed as well. It looks like it might snap at any second. Maybe I can. I take a few steps back. Hey-ya! Just like Van Helsing taught me, I deliver a kick using my full weight and momentum. The door falls to the floor with a noisy clatter.
What the fuck?
Good.
Girl, what the fuck?
Girl?
I'm built different.
God.
I cautiously step out into the hall. Wow, it's amazing. The ceiling is high above me.
Oh god, it's the CG.
I'm in a huge hallway, and the metallic sounds close by continue to echo. The hall is so wide, 10 people could probably walk down it abreast and still have elbow room. So this is what it's like inside the Nautilus. Oh god, I'm hearing something. I need to find a way out. I start walking down the hall, cautiously looking behind me for anyone following me. I didn't know if it was due to the Nautilus shaking or my condition has worsened. My legs are shaky as I walk on. These tremors and explosions are proof that everyone is fighting hard against the Nautilus. So I need to do whatever I can to stop the ship. Even if it's strong on the outside, there must be a weak spot in here. And I know Lupin will be coming for me. I'll do what I think is best while I'm waiting for him. That's all I can do. I searched the interior of the Nautilus, hiding from the technicians as well as patrolling Twilight soldiers. From observing them, I can tell that they have yet to realize that I've escaped. I sneak into several different rooms and look through them. But I only find things that look like devices used for maintenance or equipment that control some tiny function. I need to find the engine room. Where could it be? Oh, fuck.
Aren't you, sister?
Ew. I suddenly hear a voice from behind me. I hastily try to turn around, but I feel a sharp pain in my leg. Before I know it, 2 Twilight soldiers are standing at either side of me. One of them has stabbed me in the leg with a sword. What the fuck, dude? I react with a wordless, gasping scream and crouched down on the spot.
What now? Pretending to be in pain? You really are stubborn. Do you still want to play at being human, do you?
Why do you make those guys wear those masks?
It's a personal choice, actually.
Oh no!
I've learned not to question it by now.
No! It really does! Finis kicks me and I roll on the floor.
How many times do I have to tell you? The pain and everything else you feel are all artificial.
Teach me about bazongas!
Whoa! Don't go shouting things like that!
Damn.
Finis?
That's the only thing that's real, your bazongas.
Oh no.
It's true, brother! They are real!
Come on. Let's go.
Finis starts walking. The Twilight soldiers force me to stand up and walk along with them, even though my fucking leg... I endured my gradually worsening dizziness in the heat of the ha 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 ha. All I could do is continue walking, following Finis's lead.
Let's use the restroom.
Go piss, girl. I'm brought once again to the room where Finis's main body sits.
Gosh, how could you leave your room without permission? Don't you realize I was worried? Your body no longer belongs to you alone.
I don't recall becoming the property of someone else.
Well, I wrote in Sharpie. I wrote...
Oh shit, that's what this is.
Yes.
You have really bad
well,
handwriting.
You're rude as hell, and your glaring doesn't scare me. You have no choice but to actively cooperate with me.
I'll never join you.
You need to pay better attention. I said that you don't have a choice. Because at this rate, you will truly become a being that destroys the world.
What?
So, you really didn't know you can be so dense, sister.
What are you talking about?
Why are you having such trouble with this? I'm speaking as plainly as I can.
I'll never do something like that. I'll never listen to you.
Clearly, it's actually really annoying. And I'll reiterate again that your desires don't really matter. Think about it. Try to think, sister.
I
Would you
got no
really
brain.
believe that the product... I know, it's very unfortunate. That's why we're taking this slowly. Would you really believe the product of a miracle like the ha-ha could be contained in a doll?
Ah.
That's it. Could work it out.
Oh.
The ha was activated when it came into contact with me, your brother. Did you know I'm your brother? You're my sister. Have I said that enough?
What? You're my dad.
No. That's only sometimes, but not right now. I'm your brother now. The heart wants a body, and the body has heart. It's only natural for the two to seek each other out. You and I are, in essence, the two halves of a particular whole. The ha knows that the body it belongs to is near and is trying to cast aside its useless fake vessel. This means the ha has begun losing control, trying to kill you. But Father granted your body some tolerance to its effects, so of course it won't be wasted so easily. As a result, the poison simply continues to grow more powerful.
Gasp. Stop.
And now that I've told you this much, I'm sure even you can imagine what will happen to you.
Stop it.
Once that miraculous, perpetually poison-creating engine has been released from its restrictions,
I don't want to hear it.
virtually every form of life will perish because of your poison.
I wanted to live. I was determined to continue living with him.
They'll suffer in agony, and still, they'll all die.
How? Why? Was all my resistance pointless? Was becoming a monster my only fate, given to me from the very beginning? As I scream, Finis's expression becomes one of glee.
I don't care what happens to you. It doesn't affect me, and as long as I get a hold of the ha, once it goes out of control, Father will be revived. And if your poison works to swat down all those pesky flies buzzing around the Nautilus, that's less work for me. So, no matter what you choose to do, it will only lead to your worst-case outcome. This great? You've been touting this cringe-worthy righteousness all this time. As I said before, you're so fucking cringe. But in the end, all you're good for is causing the slaughter of humans.
No, I'm not cringe.
Oh, you're very much cringe. And now, make your cringy choice. Will you become a monster, killing your companions and friends, those you love? Or will you accept your fate and give Father life as a perfect and absolute God? You need to make a decision.
If Finis is telling the truth, even if Lupin comes to save me, I would end up killing him, the very person he'd come to help. My hope turns to despair, my thoughts plunge into terror. I slowly become aware of the small bag in my pocket, the suicide pill that Omnibus gave me. If I take the pill, it would allow me to die before anything even worse can happen. If I die now, the horologium will turn into a normal stone.
More.
She said it.
I think this has played a London failure. If I die, Alright, do we take the pill or don't take it?
Oh God.
Yeah, are we gonna commit suicide or not?
No.
No.
Yeah, that's literally our choice. Like, are we going to commit suicide or not?
Let's not commit suicide.
We're not committing suicide today. Good job. We avoided a bad ending.
In Minecraft.
Now it's
In
time for
Minecraft.
the sequence from Shrek 2 with the I Need a Hero.
Yeah, I should take it. No, I have to. Even though I understand it intellectually, I can't bring myself to do it. I don't want to die. I don't want to become a monster. I don't want to become a god either. There's only one thing I want. I want to live together with Lupin. Even now, this wish lives on feebly within my heart.
Oh,
Thomas?
Oh, thank you for backing me up, Thomas. Don't you get it? I've told you so many times now that it's impossible for you to live alongside someone else. Thomas thinks so too.
Thomas, why?
So irritating. How many times do I have to tell you, you cringy defect?
Ah,
Never mind. If you can't choose, I'll do it for you.
Finis reaches into a pocket and pulls out a test tube with a strangely colored liquid inside.
This solution will dramatically increase the speed of the Ha-Ha's transformation. One drop of this will turn you into a monster very, very quickly.
Ah,
You would let the world be destroyed while you selfishly rot away in despair? That is what you get for finding love, even though you're a monster like me.
Finis shouts as a drop of the solution falls onto my skin. Oh, my magical girl transformation sequence. Oh no!
With Kingdom Hearts music.
I scream in pain. Oh no,
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts. I
Yeah.
just burned. It really does feel like I'm on fire. It's hot. It's hot. It's so hot. The sensation is akin to having molten iron poured onto my chest. It feels like my body is forcibly rearranging itself from the inside. Stop. The pain makes me realize that soon I will become a monster. Those who are fighting so desperately outside, and those who are watching the battle unfold in London, even Lupin, who is coming to save me, I'm going to kill them all. Stop. Please, somebody make it stop. Someone. I cry out in terror, trying to hold in the light of the horologium with my hands. But my attempt is cut short in an unexpected way. The globe, the device that is Finis's main body, begins to emit an even stronger light as it fills the room with a roaring sound.
Look at it, sister. Father is about to awaken.
Oh, fuck.
His form is no longer incomplete. He's perfect. Yes, Father is going to awaken as a perfect and complete being. Father is going to be revived here, and now to become an absolute god.
Finis, your voice.
Amazing. This is amazing. It feels so good, so comforting. Father's essence is filling this vessel, eating away at my existence.
Huh?
Father, I'm finally one with you.
Ew.
Ew. His voice is filled with
I
delight
hate that.
as he falls to his knees, raising both arms high.
I put my hands in the air sometimes.
Hey, oh.
Then he stops moving like a puppet whose strings have been severed. Ellipses. His final beautiful words. Ellipses. Finis? He didn't even finish the song. As I stare fixedly at him, I notice that the pain in my chest has subsided. The silence that follows continues for some time, and I stand there alone. Oh shit.
Oh, fuck. God damn it.
No, he's turned into a white-haired anime boy.
Good morning, Adrak. My precious heart.
Then the silence is
Ew.
shattered. It's not Finis. The voice contains a gentleness that he never had, and an intimidating tone that makes me shudder. You're...
Including my short awakening earlier, this would have been the second time we've been reunited. Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Beckford. Isaac Beckford.
Ah, so he has finally risen.
Hashtag VTuber Uprising.
My father, the man of science who invented the disaster that will spread tragedy and madness around the world. Throughout the world, he has a new VTuber model debuting. Finis.
It was a long road. So much time and sacrifice was needed to come this far for my 2.0 debut. But finally, my ideals and my first cover song could finally be realized. This world, Twitch.tv, will continue to evolve forever under the guidance of my thoughts and science. For that to happen,
Metallic tendrils stretch towards me from the bottom of the device, just like they did at St. Paul's.
come, my beloved daughter, the horologium, your heart, and 5 gifted subs must be sacrificed to me.
They have to be tier 3 as well. 5 tier 3 subs.
We shall destroy this worthless world together and bring forth a new creation.
No!
Tier 3 subs, Adrak!
The wires forcibly around my arms drink beer with it. No, not tier 3. They're too powerful. Ah! Father's going to consume me.
I'm going to consume you!
God is going to consume me.
God!
God is going to kill me. End quotation mark?
Jeff Bezos!
I want to live with him. Help me, Jeff Bezos. Help me. Help. I mean, Lupin. Lupin, help.
You got it.
I think I'm hearing things.
Oh, fuck, do I have to... What?
But reality begins moving once more as the smoke fills my vision. I see a single figure wavering in a world of white.
Mademoiselle, can you hear me?
It's almost like that fated night when he first came into my life.
I do have a confession to make. My purpose for being out here on this night is you, dear lady. I have come to take you away. Now, don't you fret, mademoiselle. I am here to rescue you from the hands of this machine, and with great style. Watch.
I hear the sound of the outstretched wires twanging as something forcibly pushes them away. Oh god, it's a Twitch mod. Tears spill from my eyes. I'd almost forgotten. This man who always takes me away from any sadness and pain. Aww,
Aww.
that's so cute.
Hey, Dan.
Aww. The world's greatest gentleman thief. The man I love.
Who are you? Gentleman thief Arsène Lupin at your service. I'll be stealing her away from you, Dr. Beckford.
Lupin. Lupin.
Sorry I'm late. There was a lot I had to deal with. But now that I'm here, there's nothing to worry about. The chances of Arsène Lupin failing a job are always 0. So we finally meet, Isaac. That's quite an entrance for a petty thief. Hand over her if you want to live. The horologium is mine. Don't make me laugh. Have you ever heard of a thief who willingly gave back what he stole? I see. Then I must take her back by force.
As he says this, several more wires shoot towards us once again. Lupin, you're no match against him. He's in his 2.0 debut.
It was never my intention to fight. I have my 3.0 debut. On the same day.
Whoa.
This dashing thief specialty is dashing.
Huh? Lupin scoops me up into his arms and turns his back on Isaac and begins to run.
Oh, you think you can get away?
Lupin, the exit is closing. He has no time to respond and simply pistons his legs like a gazelle.
God.
Like a gazelle. Our bodies soar through the air. A second later, the heavy doors slammed shut behind us with a merciless thud.
I'm glad you're safe. I was concerned, you know?
Yeah. Partly because I'm proud and more because I'm so relieved. More tears start flowing without warning. Thank you. Thank you, Lupin, for coming for me. Huh.
A face like yours isn't suited for tears. If you're going to thank me, say it with a smile.
Right. I give him a slight nod and wipe the tears away from with my hand. Thank you, Lupin. This time I'm able to smile. Aw. Last chapter.
Yo.
Chapter 13. Warmth.
A high-pitched noise rings throughout the ship. The entire ship shakes from time to time in small bursts between the sounds, and I hear explosions going off in the distance. That sound an alarm warning us of the ship's destruction. Or is it going off because I have escaped Isaac's clutches? All I know is that the shrill sound is robbing me of my composure. We're gonna die. Oh my god. Oh god.
Ooh.
I've desperately tried to keep up with Lupin as he runs, but now I'm reaching my limit.
Did you not tell him you have a stab wound, girl?
Nausea and dizziness. That was fine.
Girl!
Headache and chills. The horologium is heating up, and my vision starts to blur. Lupin looks at me with concern, and I shake my head silently in response.
Concern.
It's all right. I'm fine. He continues to stare at me as I take a ragged, shallow breaths.
Ellipses.
He quickly lifts me into his arms.
There we go.
Yeah. Well, Lupin, you won't be able to run fast carrying me. You'll get caught too.
Don't underestimate this, gentleman thief. There's no way I'm gonna let you keep running when you're obviously not fit to.
It's just like Lupin to say something like this, and I smile. Lupin skillfully avoids anyone else on board, and we continue moving. For now. It doesn't seem like anyone has seen us.
Alright, so far, so good. First, we'll need to meet up with everyone, then make our escape.
Is everyone else here too?
Yep, they all have their own reasons for coming along, but they're all worried about you.
I nod at his kind speech. I feel a tiny warmth in the bottom of my heart. Then, at the same time, this warmth helps me make a certain decision.
With a ship this big, there's got to be some kind of escape craft somewhere.
I interrupt Lupin as he speaks. Lupin, I want you to let me down.
Huh? Don't worry. I'm fine.
His kind words make it all the more painful, and I squeeze his arm slightly. Please let me down. He must have noticed my serious tone of voice.
Ellipses.
He slowly puts me down. The running sound is still playing. Oh, there it goes. His look is questioning and silent, and I open my mouth to speak. There's something I want to tell you. I know there isn't much time, but I fell quiet for a while, dreading having to say these words. The Nautilus shakes yet again. There's probably still an intense battle raging outside. Many people are trying to bring down the Nautilus, and my friends are trying to save me. They're all fighting a desperate battle against this flying fortress. Thank you for coming to save me. When I finally do speak, the words that come out are painfully plain. I was so happy to see you again. It moved me to tears. But I look straight into his eyes, and though my voice almost gives way, I'm able to speak with strength. I can't come with you. I feel the heat of the horologium. The sinister heat will soon change me into a force that will destroy the world.
What are you talking about?
He looks at me with the expression that borders on annoyance. So, I can't tell him that reason, or I can't let him know I'll become a monster. Basically, the same fucking choice, just different wording.
Then I don't know which one to pick.
I mean, I know the correct thing, but I'm not telling you. I got a walkthrough pulled up.
D20. I can't tell him that reason.
I can't tell him that reason.
She didn't fucking say, folks.
I can't tell you why. I'm sorry.
That's not good enough. You need to at least give me a reason.
He looks right at me.
Agdrak, tell me, what's on your mind?
I can't. There's no way that I can get away with not telling him the truth. The horologium's poison. It's going to become much, much stronger. Incomparably stronger than it is now. Lupin simply listens in silence as I desperately try to explain. I struggle to put together the words, and if I say nothing now, then I'll never be able to say it. It would become too strong. I had to stop speaking to pause mid-sentence. It's not because of the dizziness or pain I'm feeling. It's because part of me still wishes I didn't have to say it. It would become so strong that it would kill everything near me. I want to stop talking and just run off with Lupin. This strong longing almost makes me shut my mouth, but I fight that feeling and continue. And when I say everything near me, I don't just mean a few meters around me. It means everyone fighting the Nautilus and everyone waiting back in London. And London itself.
Ellipses.
I'm afraid to look in his eyes and look down to avoid finding out what he might be thinking right now. It would involve all of them. My voice begins to waver slightly. I wanted him to come to my rescue. I wanted him to seal me away from my life, just like when we first met. So the two of us could run off somewhere together. But that's exactly why. Thank you for coming for me. Not just this time, thank you for staying by my side through everything. I don't want to lose this person I love because of me, so I selflessly try and distance myself. I was able to become human thanks to you. I try my best to put on a smile, to say those parting words. Goodbye, my thief. All I get in response is a prolonged silence. I take one step back, then another, slowly walking away to the distant sound of battle. Then, in the moment when I've completely turned my back on him... Huh? Lupin firmly pulls me close as if to negate everything I'm trying to do.
What do you think you're doing? Making all these decisions on your own? Goodbye? Don't make me laugh. If the horologium's going to go out of control, then I have to do something about it. Even if it costs me my life. I told you, my feelings for you are real. So what if there's a poison or you'll become a monster? Doesn't mean a thing. I love you.
He holds me even tighter now.
It's only human nature to risk your life for the woman you love.
And then he quietly exhales a long silent breath.
Instead of giving everything up on your own, try to trust me more, you big doofus.
There's a soft thump. as Lupin lightly bumps me on the top of my head with his fist, with a smile as if he might start crying at any moment. But Lupin,
Ugh, I don't want to hear it. Just let me handle it. Look carefully. Think carefully. Who do you think is standing before you?
It's... Lupin looks me in the face, locking his eyes with mine, then makes a grand gesture and takes a step away. Then he strikes a heroic pose.
I am the Arsene Lupin, the magnificent gentleman thief, renowned around the entire world.
He smiles at me.
So, believe me, I'm going to steal you away, no matter what.
Lupin. There's a sudden booming sound. Before I can comprehend what it is, Lupin collapses on the spot. What? A red puddle begins to spread beneath him. Lupin? Lupin! I try to rush to his side, but Twilight soldiers appear out of hiding or grab my arms. Let go of me! Lupin! Lupin! The soldiers are strong, and no matter how much I struggle, I cannot break free.
I found you, sister.
I look around to find the origin of the strange voice.
Strange voice.
Jesus Christ. And I see Finnis standing there, tossing aside a smoking gun.
Oh, you really are useless. Father finally accomplished a complete awakening. Can't have his fuel source run off before its job is done. Thanks to you, Father must rest for some time again.
Finnis, tell your Twilight underlings to back off. I need to help Lupin.
Why? There's no point. Isn't he already dead?
We're not on Van Helsing's route.
Oh, sorry. Fine. I'll make sure you never have to worry about him again.
Finnis picks up the gun off the floor and points it at Lupin. What? What are you doing? Stop it, Finnis. I beg him, screaming, but to no avail as Finnis takes a glance at me. Then I hear another gunshot. The sound echoes over and over, and I shock even myself with the intensity of my own scream.
See, you don't have to worry anymore.
No, Lupin! Lupin! There's so much blood. I feel the strength leave my body as I look down at the horrible sight. Regret whirls in my mind. If only I'd been able to say goodbye sooner. If only I'd gone off on my own sooner, Lupin wouldn't have had to die. If only I'd had one to live a life with him.
Let's go, sister.
The half-broken Finnis invites me to come along. I no longer have the strength to resist. Just as Lupin is shot right before Adrak's eyes, a different story is coming to its conclusion in another part of the Nautilus.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we're just gonna
me?
see
Oh
something
my
else.
God.
We gotta wrap up other things. Come on. Look, listen, Lupin's dead. We gotta wrap up something else.
We finally found it.
You can count on me, the genius engineer. I found our target in a flash.
They stand in the Nautilus's central engine room. This place, located in the central of the ship, is what they've been looking for.
Yeah, in the central.
MV's objective is to take back the gravity alleviator. Victor's is to destroy the Xeterium weapon. They're up against Nemo, the keeper of these objects, just as well as 10 Twilight soldiers. The two are currently in the middle of a confrontation with them, the whole time we're back here. Oh no.
Shit, Nemo.
How convenient that the two men most closely linked to me, Nemo, would end up together in the same place as me, Nemo. Your brains and your skill what do you say to putting those things to good use right here with me? The future I envision is marvelous. Master Isaac will return, the world will be revolutionized, and everything will change. Why don't you show this pathetic world what the brilliance of science together?
While Nemo speaks animatedly, Victor responds coolly.
Science isn't for creating tragedy. I'm sorry, but I can't cooperate with you. If you intend on using Zicterium again, I'll have to force you to stop.
Yeah, no thanks for me too. My device isn't for flying a worthless weapon like this. Also, you're a weirdo. It's meant to propel hopes and dreams. It's for reaching the moon!
Everyone has their own past, their own reasons. Oh, flashback. Props is exchanged with someone. We got a flashback.
Oh, wow.
Oh shit. Vows made to themselves.
Oh.
And although their objectives may be different, very, very different, Victor and Impy stand before their enemy, both with unwavering purpose.
You're turning me down. You're rejecting me. Unfortunate, most unfortunate. The magnificence of science and the foolishness of this world. I thought I could share this sentiment with you, the both of you and me, Nemo.
Oh.
As Nemo shouts in frustration, more Twilight soldiers rush in. Victor and Impy stand ready to fight.
Let's do this, Impy. We can't lose this battle no matter what.
You got it. Let's show them what happens when they cross the two greatest minds in all the world.
They start running, moving perfectly in synchronization. Anyway, away from his comrade, Saint Germain is standing alone on the outer hold of an Nautilus. We're not going to resolve that. He is filled with certainty. He is sure that in this great battle, his own role is quite different from those of his teammates. For Saint Germain's enemies are not the likes of Finis, Nemo, or even Isaac. His enemies are, in a way, even more difficult to deal with than Isaac. They are the guides of destiny, the controllers of history, an idea.
Oh. She's here.
He noticed something high above him, cutting its way through the night sky.
Huh.
He darts out of the way as a strangely shaped sword smashes into the spot where he had been standing a moment before.
Wait.
Why?
You know,
Okay,
welcome back. Welcome back, Guinevere. Then, a knight in gleaming armor appears as if melting out of darkness, Kingdom Hearts. It is the beauty Guinevere who in the past led the Knights of the Round Table and King Arthur to destruction. The strongest apostle in all of Idea stands before him, ready to stop him with all her might.
French.
You claim outwardly that you will save her, then destroy everything in the chaos of the battle. This has the stink of omnibus all over it.
Yes, but I must defeat you before that can happen. If we allow you to run free, you'll try to get in our way, won't you?
He nods at her quiet question.
You know me too well.
Do you intend to repeat the mistake you made with the Black Plague?
Her accusation brings back the memories of that hell in his mind, the hell he himself had created. But
I don't believe that's to be reason enough to give myself up. You one-sidedly decided that something is a mistake, then exercise it from the world. I don't believe that your decisions are absolute.
Is that the conclusion you've arrived at? I envy you. I still haven't been able to figure it out.
Whenever begins running at Saint Germain, clearly indicating that the discussion is over. Saint EG swings his own blade wide to block her attack. The two collide. Anyway. Van Helsing stares at the person in front of him, keenly aware of the pain in his arm as he breathes shallowly. The figure leaning against the wall has a satisfied smile despite the deep wound he has sustained.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pressed. I intended to destruct you. Multiple soldiers and strike you. Well, they had your attention, but underestimated you and the skills that I developed inside of you.
What? Oh, Van Helsing narrows his eyes slightly. He's still stricken by disbelief.
Is it really true?
What?
Everything you just said.
Oh, yes, of course.
And you've been lying to me this entire time. That's it. Wait. That it was you who took my family hostage, if not Finis. And not Finis. Fuck.
Well, that is also correct.
The gun in his hand trembles. He resists with great difficulty in giving in to his anger and pulling the trigger.
Why? Why did you have to go in so far? What do you want from me?
Suppose I want someone who understands me when it all comes down to it.
Someone who understands you.
Nobody has ever understood me. Never will. I know that evil and one in this world will have understand how I feel. It's just the nature of the world. But you see, I was lonely, Abraham. I wanted a companion for life.
That's insane. You tricked me just for that. And made me kill the vampires? For something so as petty as that, you killed my family?
Van Helsing's shout echoes through the room. As the ensuing silence sets in, Alistair smiles.
Yes, with no family, you'd have no choice but to be, my boy toy.
Whoa.
Kill me, Abraham! Kill me with your gun! Shoot a hole inside of me, Abraham! Kill a man with no will to fight! Not out of self-defense, but out of sheer utter hatred!
Oh my. Alistair looks at Van Helsing, his eyes filled with a quiet hope.
When your hands are tainted with my blood, I'm sure you will finally understand. You know how I felt in my loneliness and sadness.
Van Helsing stares at Alistair. His fingers tenses on the trigger of his gun. Ellipses. Finally, he lowers his weapon.
Are you going to kill me? Riddle me with holes.
Leave.
Excuse me. Don't you hate me? You're supposed to hate me.
I could never return to those who trust me if I dirty my hands with your blood.
Yeah, he's kind of fucked up, dude. Just kill him.
That's all.
Alistair slowly shuts his eyes and heaves a long sigh before he speaks again.
I'm rather disappointed, anything. You hating me is the best part. I was so close. So very, very close. And now, I'm all alone yet again. Edged yet again.
Alistair begins walking away, dragging his wounded body. He turns his back on Van Helsing, leaving himself completely unprotected, as if begging to be shot in the back and full of holes. Was the decision he made correct? Was he right to choose those close to him now instead of revenge? Van Helsing has no way of knowing the answers to his questions. Ellipses. Those are ellipses, I guess. As the sounds of explosions echo in the distance and dull numbness takes over his broken limbs, all this takes place within the enormous flying fortress of Nautilus. Alistair drags himself down the shuddering hallway.
He really got me there.
The battle earlier. There's no mistake in what he's feeling. Broken bones, wounds inflicted in the confrontation. More explosions go off in the distance. The British forces are continuing their attacks, despite the great disparity in the power between them and the Nautilus. Perhaps the Queen's fleet is being protected in some mysterious power. Their persistence gets even a realist like Alistair to consider irrational options.
I wonder what's for dinner. I mean, no wonder what Isaac intends to do about this situation.
The genius scientist Isaac Beckford, the man who single-handedly turned Britain into the world's greatest military nation, Alistair decided to work for him for the first time he'd heard the man's ideals. Isaac plans to spread everlasting hatred throughout the world. It's a great evil not even the worst villains in history were able to pull off. To think that he would be able to witness this feat coming to fruition within his own lifetime.
Brilliant.
That's why he cannot let anything stand in the way of his triumph. He must eliminate anyone who tries to stand in Isaac's way.
Once the intruders have been eliminated, I would love to see it. A beautiful world filled with endless peril and chaos.
This is Sholmes. You're up.
Ah, I believe that evil and justice are two sides of the same coin.
Even as the battle rages outside, a sudden voice interrupts Alistair's reverie.
The definitions of evil and good change greatly depending on the time and place. It goes without saying that what is seen in justice on the other side may very well be evil to another. However,
The voice stops for a moment. Alistair quietly raises his head and turns his gaze on the figure walking towards him.
However, in this world, there are those who could be considered absolute evil, equally to the eyes of every society. That is what you are, Jimmy Alistair.
Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Yeah, his name is Jimmy. We all forgot it.
Timothy!
Jimothy. Alistair.
Or perhaps I should refer you to me by another name that's more familiar to me. James Moriarty.
What the fuck?
Yeah. He's
Coach me.
Moriarty.
Oh my god.
Yep, Moriarty.
I didn't think.
It's Alistair.
It's Alistair.
It's Alistair.
I didn't think I'd run into a familiar face in a place like this.
Yeah, you know
No,
how
the
every single
shippers.
character is a literary or
No.
historical figure except for
What?
Alistair?
Hmm.
Every single other
No.
character is a reference.
JK.
Yep,
Of
JK.
course, of course, it would be Moriarty.
Yep.
Not the Sherlock shippers.
Alistair looks at the man standing there
Don't
with
worry.
surprise.
Sherlock's getting shipped with Lupin. Don't worry.
Then he greets him quietly, like welcoming an old familiar friend.
No, I wonder how long since I saw you last. Quite a while, Detective. It's been so long that I had assumed that you had died.
Ha! I couldn't die without capturing my main suspect. That's how detectives are.
Alistair's lips twist into a smile.
So, you followed me up into the sky all this way just to come after me? Detective Sherlock
Oh.
Wait, that's so fucking stupid. I
Sherlock
fucking
Holmes.
hate it. I
Sherlock
fucking
Holmes
hate
and
it.
James
Sherlock Holmes.
Moriarty. That is my favorite fucking reveal.
I love it.
The two arch rivals exchange warm greetings and share a smile. It's true, they are old acquaintances. After all, one of them is the greatest detective of all time, and the other, history's greatest criminal.
Brutal crimes that have been occurring
Stop.
within London as of late.
Yeah, it's Holmes
Why is
now.
it still Holmes?
Yeah, that's the point.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I sense that you are behind them all and have been tracking your footsteps.
and you even changed
Shut up!
your name. Yes, very stupidly, by the way. It was quite a dead giveaway.
Yeah.
But regardless, such dedication to the act.
So Sherlock Holmes, in this universe, to disguise himself, renamed himself to Sherlock
Oh
Holmes.
my god.
Brilliant. A brilliant mind.
Brilliant moves.
Shut the fuck
The
up.
Holmes name draws unnecessary attention. There were some minor inconveniences, but I was able to track you down.
And Sherlock was a full stretch, was it? You weren't exactly fooling anyone with that pathetic attempt at an anagram. Oh, Sherms!
Oh my
You
god.
idiot!
I'm glad.
That name looks creative there, especially for a man of your stature.
Look who's talking, James A. Alistair.
What the fuck you mean?
At
Holmes
least it's
smiles.
different, bitch.
Holmes smiles faintly.
I don't care if you all call yourself Alistair or Moriarty. The only thing that matters is that you have been involved in most incidents that occurred in London. You controlled several followers, like your own limbs, and crushed your targets one by one. You are the most definitely the Napoleon of crime, Neapolitan of ice cream. I'm going to make your face justice right here, and your face justice.
Holmes silently glares at Moriarty, who is badly injured.
justice before my face. I feel like I'm quite the silver fox. But do you intend to capture me? Or kill me?
I won't go easy on you, like as your pupil did. I have authorization from the government to kill you based on justice defined by laws of our nation.
Holmes's eyes, Holmes's, without an apostrophe, his eyes are bright and clear as he looks over at his old nemesis. However, Moriarty simply shrugs and shakes his head.
What's so funny, Moriarty?
It's just, I was thinking about how terribly disappointed you look.
I'm about to put an end to a long-time enemy. Feel a slight sense of sorrow.
I'll think of the hydrate check.
And working on your case is always something is a great challenge to me. Without you, London would likely be less interesting.
Less interesting. Moriarty slowly savors these words, the closest Holmes would ever come to admitting he would miss his enemy's crimes. Then, unable to resist any longer, a smile carves its way into his deeply wrinkled face.
I see. So, that's what it is.
What are you talking about?
I had thought that I was alone in this world. I thought that nobody would be able to understand the sheer evil that resides within me. But I suppose that wasn't exactly true.
Moriarty thinks to himself, this man, Holmes, is the same as me. Chasing after those cases, looking into the dark side of humanity, has caused Holmes's heart to naturally be drawn to darkness, Kingdom Hearts. At this realization, Moriarty looks upward through the sky that cannot be seen from here and smiles in high spirits.
It's exactly as you say. Justice and evil, light and dark, two sides of the same coin. I never thought that you, of all people who I thought the man farthest from me, would feel so close.
Moriarty
Close
smiles from the bottom of his heart.
Close enough. Touch. Very well, Holmes. There's no better choice than you to be the one to close the curtains on the theatrics of my life.
Any other last words?
I love you. I mean,
Whoa!
being killed by you brings me great satisfaction.
Oh no.
I see. I pass.
Sorry.
Holmes smiles and slowly bows to Moriarty one last time.
Setting aside the heinousness of your crimes, I did enjoy our exchanges more than anything, James. Thank you. As a
That's me. Thank you. That is the highest compliment I could ever receive, Sherlock.
Holmes smiles and draws a gun from his jacket. The gunshot bringing the death knell of a criminal mastermind's life echoes through the flying fortress.
Don't worry, he'll be back next season.
Oh.
Ellipses.
Oh my
Anyway, now that we've wrapped all of that up, let's return back to A-Track.
We're here, sister. Finally, I felt like there was a long break between when I saw you last. Anyway, let's begin the final preparations for the route that we're actually on.
Hey, Finis, did you know that Sherlock Holmes was
Yes.
Sherlock Holmes? You
What
did?
the fuck? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh man, but anyway, Lupin, I saw him get shot like 5 times. All I can see in my mind is the image of Lupin lying on the floor and also Sherlock Holmes just being there. I should have given up long ago. I should have thrown my hopes away and killed myself sooner.
Whoa.
All the people I care about keep dying, and the cause of it all, me, is allowed to go on living. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Lupin. That's when it happens. Ugh. Something within my body begins to change. The horologium pulsates violently, making me think that my entire body is shaking.
The time has finally come.
My body jerks back and forth, pulled every which way by the ceaseless pulsing. It's spelled wrong. An unspeakable horror begins to eat away at my body. I heard thunder outside. This might be fun.
Oh no.
The curtains will finally rise. The completed wait, shit.
Excuse me.
Whoa.
How dare you, sister? The curtains will finally rise. The completed monster will only be the preface to Code Realize.
Roll credits, roll credits.
This right here is the dawn of a new creation. I'm not done with my speech.
Oh, my boobs! Oh, no! Heat and shock build up in my body, which is beginning to glow. Red, yellow, and blue lights dart around in my fuzzy vision. I only see blue in the CG, though.
Father, look at me. I was useful, wasn't I?
His voice echoes sadly.
That's why you should love me.
The poison completely overtakes my body. Ellipses. Oh, CG time. CG time.
Whoa.
Oh ho ho.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Ah.
Oh.
There's no more pain and I feel lighter. But there's a new strange sensation.
Whoa.
My blood flows through my body to an eerie pulse. The stone in my chest that demands my attention is now something surpassing the horologium, the philosopher's stone, from Fullmetal Alchemist. I see in my peripheral vision that my hair is no longer chestnut brown, but a shining silver.
Oh.
Adrak has undergone a dramatic change that can be felt even without laying eyes on her.
Oh, third person syndrome.
Yeah. It's because we're getting close to Cafe Enchante. She is the beginning of the end. She is the key to Code Realize. And an unparalleled monster who will destroy everything. This is me?
Whoa.
Ah, so beautiful.
The voice that quietly speaks to me is not the static field voice from earlier. Father, no, Isaac.
Adrak, my beloved daughter, you are finally complete.
You bleached my hair.
I did. It took so long. Do you know how hard it is to get silver? Right now, you have become worthy of becoming God's heart. You look nothing like a monster at first glance.
Monster.
By Megan Dia.
What he says finally makes me remember. Now that I am a monster, I will spread disaster upon the world. My poison, because of it, Everyone is going to die.
There is no need to panic. My body in this room absorbs the power and poison of the Horologium. We still require the crew of the Nautilus to continue working for a little while yet.
Ellipses. For a little while, he said. That must mean...
But it won't be for long. Soon, your poison's power will grow exponentially, and not even my body will be able to stop it. You will be truly a monster that spreads death to all.
No.
But don't worry, we'll end everything before it reaches that point.
Isaac sighs and looks down at his hand. Finis's hand.
At this rate, this doll had been obnoxious until the very end, always gadding about doing pointless things. I suppose he was a failure after all.
His voice is so plain and casual. How could you say that? I forget what has just transpired and feel the anger rising in me. Finis wanted so much for you to love him. He even got 2 eyebrows for you. He was trying to complete Code Realize for your sake. And you...
So what? I created that tool. It is only natural for a tool to carry out its creator's orders.
You're wrong. Me and Finis, even though we might be fake and artificial, we are both unmistakably alive. We think and we suffer. Our lives may have been different, but they were our lives. You would trample all over them just to fulfill your desires.
Ellipses.
You're much more of a monster than either of us ever were. Take that, Dad.
Really? How do these annoying personalities develop? I suppose that makes you a failure after all. I'm done with you. I shall extract the Philosopher's Stone from you right now.
In an instant, wires of all different sizes stretched forward from Isaac's main body.
You wouldn't have had to suffer this much if you never desired anything from the beginning. You should have given up on everything while in isolation, not knowing or yearning for anything. Because you are a monster. I'll put an end to all of your suffering for being born into this world.
Last choice of the game. We gotta give up or stay strong? It's pretty obvious what the correct choice is.
Stay strong, girl.
We gotta stay strong. I won't give up.
What?
Also, we'll get to find out if we get a normal ending or a good ending.
Oh, shit.
We don't know yet.
Oh, good.
I know all too well that I shouldn't exist. But I don't want to give up on this life that Lupin saved for me. That's why I've decided that until the very end, until all hope is truly lost, I will continue to fight back.
No, you no longer have any freedom.
I try to resist, but the next moment, I'm entangled by an enormous wire web and lifted high into the air. Yeah.
Now, let us become one, Adrak.
No. No. His main body emits a white light. There shouldn't be anything within the orb, and yet its surface is now covered in waves, like it's covered in water. The wires lift me up and bring me closer to the globe, zooming in. The impossible watery surface swallows me. Oh god, tinnitus. I hear the sound of tree tops rustling in the wind. The sound of birds chirping. Warm sunlight shines down upon me, weaving through the leaves and branches. It's like a scene out of a painting. When I come to, I'm standing in a forest filled with this strange beauty. Huh? What am I doing here? I suddenly hear footsteps approaching, crunching through the grass. A young woman approaches me. I'm too shocked by the change in scenery to step out of her way. Oh. She walks right through me, right into me. But she simply passes through my body. Huh? I'm surprised by this impossibility and turn around hastily. The woman keeps walking, completely oblivious to what had just happened. Am I a ghost? I finally realize the reason everything feels so wrong. I can't feel the weight of myself standing on the ground. I can't feel the wind brushing against my skin. I can't feel anything. What does it all mean? Is this a dream? My mind is too clear for it to be a dream. Might be the dad.
I'm considering joining the Royal Society.
They stand there and thought I hear a man's voice. I've heard that voice before. It's a bit lighter and gentler than the voice in my memory. Amanda standing in front of the woman who had walked through me.
I want to pursue a new path for science. I'm going to do away with the wall between magic and science, bringing them together. I know it will be very difficult. But if I'm successful, I would like to bring you to London with me. So I want you to wait for me. I promise to come back for you. Huh.
Oh, was that the wife?
Okay. I don't know.
I don't know. Keep
Why
talking.
are you laughing?
It's nothing. That wasn't the best speech you've ever given. She smiles gently. It's fine. I very like you.
Doga? Then...
It's all right. I'll wait for you as long as you want, Isaac. Isaac. I see. This must be inside Isaac's memory. I've been absorbed into his mind. It only makes sense then that I would be able to see his memories like this. As I become more aware of the situation, I begin to hear a ringing noise. Then, I blink. In an instant, the scenery around me has changed again. This is a cold, sad story. Thanks for telling us, game. A story about how a man came to be consumed by fate.
Oh god, please don't tell me I'm reading Isaac. Ah, fuck me. Okay, okay.
Once Isaac arrived in London, his talents were quickly brought to light by the time of the Royal Society. I'm not fucking resizing the screen. I'm not reading that. He was able to create the effective uses for materials that had previously been deemed worthless. He developed cures for diseases said to be incurable. He continued stirring up the scientific community through his discoveries and inventions, all at a young age. However, even when he found immense success, he never let himself be blinded by pride. He never forgot to work hard and to be kind. He was a pious man who worshipped God on his days off. Oh man. That was the fundamental core of who Isaac Beckford was as a young man. That is why so many loved him, even as they feared him. Eventually, his talent and character were brought to the attention of the nation. As promised, he sent word to the woman waiting for him in the countryside, and they had a humble wedding. The two looked immensely happy as they vowed their eternal love to one another in modest formal wear. Isaac was promised a comfortable life recognized by the government, but one day Isaac abandons this life. He had contributed enough to the advancement of science. If he were to stay any longer, he would become a hindrance, looking back at the aspirations of other scholars. Science needs more than just a single genius to help raise the world. It needs the cooperation of all manner of minds. Isaac places his faith in the group of his colleagues and decides that he himself will help those who are closest to him. He comes to the decision when he and his wife welcome twins into their family.
Oh no.
He leaves the Royal Society behind, though he is still sought after by many. His new place of residence is in a famine-stricken village. Isaac continues using his own research to save the villagers. He works tirelessly to change the quality of life for those in the village. His wife was understanding of his work, and his children, Adrak and Finis, interesting names, were both healthy and growing. His research comes to fruition, and the village slowly recovers. The villagers see Isaac as a savior and thank him from the bottom of their hearts. Compared to London, life here is far less comfortable. Still, everyone looks happy. All's going well. At least it does on the surface. 2 years into this life in the village, the gears begin to spin out of control. The famine returns, especially hard, and even Isaac is unable to resolve the food shortage. The villagers, who had become completely reliant on Isaac at this point, were confused that he could not fix the problem. Claims began to surface that had been using the devil's tricks to forcibly increase the previous year's harvest.
Okay.
That would explain why God is angry now and is punishing this village. They began to blame Isaac for the famine. But Isaac hadn't given up. He tries desperately to find a way to ease the famine and gave up his personal fortune to devote himself to research. He never realizes that the villagers' suspicions were coming to a head. That day, Isaac had gone back to London to get a hold of some documents for his research. He gets what he needs and returns home, even more motivated to make things work. But when he returns home, only tragedy awaits. The smell of iron is so strong it's suffocating. His family lies in pools of blood on the floor. That's Isaac. His wife has suffered countless number of stab wounds. The twins were badly burned. His children cry out in pain, and his wife is barely breathing. But they're still just barely alive.
Holy fuck.
If they can receive proper treatment, they might still survive. He rushes out, asking one of his neighbors to lend him a horse. However,
please, I need a horse. My wife and children are dying. There's not much time. Please, please, someone help me. Someone.
His pleas fall on deaf ears. Some even try to send him away by throwing rocks at him.
Ow.
He continues to plead with them, even while being pelted with stones, but it all comes to nothing. His wife eventually stops breathing, and his children's cries cease.
How could this happen?
He doesn't understand what went wrong. Did he choose the wrong day to leave home? Or even before that, had it been a mistake to try and use the power of science to save others? His mind is filled with regret and anger. He continues to rage for some time. After that night, Isaac Beckford is a changed man. He returns to the Royal Society and once again devotes himself to the advancement of science. His theories and techniques get sharper, and nobody other than Isaac himself is able to keep up with his grand deals. The great Isaac Beckford has gone mad. Rumors about him begin to fly. Isaac himself ignores them, not caring if his work is misunderstood by lesser minds. The noble and kind man he had once been is nowhere to be seen. As he pursues and masters every known area of study, he increasingly laments the foolishness of mankind. No matter how many miracles of science he can demonstrate, no matter how much he advances their lives, everything he does goes to waste because of the people who utilize it. Humans, who are responsible for the progress of science, are incapable of keeping up with its growth. If that's the case,
I should just create a new world.
He begins to plot, scheming how to revolutionize the world. Humanity must leave the hands of God, leave the hands of a God who has stood by idly and start walking on their own. Code Realize, the video game. That is the name of his operations to bring his ideals to life. An unending evolution of science fueled by eternal war. But this, it's a forged goal created as a result of looking away from his true intentions. What he really wants. Tinnitus, that's what he wants.
My tinnitus.
Tinnitus, a dream? I wake up and find myself in a familiar room. I'm sitting in my seat in the center of the room as usual. I feel like I've been having a very strange dream. A very sad and frightening dream. There's no use in getting caught up in thinking about dreams. I should get up now. Get up for what? Waking up won't change anything. I'll just be here, doing nothing, waiting for Father to return to me here. There's no reason for me to wake up. I should get back to sleep. As far as I know, I should have been asleep all this time, but my mind and body are both strangely exhausted. Thank you for the hydrate, Dr. Fexus. Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder why. I know I'm a monster and that I'm filled with a poison, but I don't want to think about it anymore. It's just as Father said. I should stay here, alone. I shouldn't seek love. That way, I won't have to endure anything that might hurt me. As long as I shut myself in here, I won't hurt anyone, and I won't be hurt. So I won't. Huh? Who the fuck's knocking? Who could it be? To come visit me all the way out here. Could it be someone from the outside? Stop it. I'm just so tired. Get help. Please don't wake me. Please don't let me hurt you. If I sleep here, I'll never wake up. So just let me. Probably Lupin.
Are you sure that's what you want?
Huh? The voice I hear is strange. I know it's coming from beyond the door, but it sounds so close.
Is that really what you desire?
Yeah, I want this. I want a nappy nap. This way no one will ever get hurt.
You're lying, idiot.
Huh? I look up as the voice suddenly becomes harsh.
That's not what you want. It's just your sense of duty speaking. You desire something different, don't you?
But...
Listen here, my lady. There's only one answer I want to hear from you. Tell me the wish that you truly want fulfilled.
A wish. The word makes my heart restless. I feel like someone said something similar to me long ago. What was it? Approximately a year ago. Telling you my wish won't solve anything.
But it must be said aloud if anything is going to happen. Not to worry, my lady. No matter how wild your wish may be, I'll make it come true. There's nothing that the world's greatest thief cannot steal. Say it loud and clear, Adrak. I'm always ready to take your hand.
That's right. How could I have forgotten? His name. N. For Pokemon. N.
Shut up.
Lupin, I mean. Wait. My
Lupin!
wish.
Lupin!
I want to see you. I want to touch you.
Your wish is my command, my beautiful mademoiselle. I swear by the name of Arsène Lupin that it will make your wish come true.
The doors open and light shines into the darkness of Kingdom Hearts. I extend my hand, and someone I can't see takes it firmly. Aww, CG.
Yo.
Yeah!
Hello.
Look at him.
Look at him.
He's not riddled with holes.
Hello there, princess. You were in a pretty deep sleep there.
So were you. You got shot 10 times. Lupin.
Details.
Am I still dreaming?
Hey, I'm not a figment of your imagination. As you can see, I am very much alive and well. Thank you for reaching out to me.
I just heard your voice, and I wanted to touch you.
I'm honored. I am sorry for taking so long. Unworthy as I am, Arsène Lupin has come so far to take back my beloved princess who had been stolen from me. My beloved, I will never let you go.
Yeah. I've been waiting. I've been waiting for you, Lupin. He lands gracefully and gently lowers me to the floor. His agility and grace are exactly as I remember. He doesn't appear to even be hurt at all. Lupin, didn't you get shot? Like, a lot?
Escapism
Whoa.
and trickery are my fortes. Didn't I tell you that?
But there's blood on the ground.
The secret to that trick relies on Impy's special super thin bulletproof vest.
Whoa.
A bulletproof vest?
Yep, it comes complete with spurting fake blood. This is a stupid explanation. The impact knocked me out, and it's nothing.
It's super thin. He probably has like several broken ribs right now. I let myself feel relief for a moment, but I see my own hair out of the corner of my eyes. I nod, and recent events snap back to my attention.
Oop, there goes gravity.
Lupin, don't come near me. Run! If you stay, my poison will kill you.
Hold on there. Calm down. Look carefully. You're not melting or in pain. If your poison started to go into super overdrive already, we'd all be dead by now.
Oh, but how?
I'll explain all that, of course, but you've really changed your hair in the short time we've been apart, haven't you?
Haha.
I like the original color, but this looks good on you too.
What's wrong with white hair?
Why are you here? You're lying. That can't be true. This unnatural color is only more proof that I've become a monster. You hearing that, Saint
What?
Pain? I got a natural hair.
Really,
Wow.
it's more attractive to me than any gem out there. You're beautiful. You're not a monster. You're the greatest treasure I could ask for.
Oh, thanks.
Now, it would all be great if we could just end all this on a romantic note. But I guess that's not going to be possible with the enemy right next to us.
That's right. I got carried away and completely forgot where we were. Oh, shit.
I applaud your skill, Arsène Lupin. You live up to your reputation. I apologize for calling you a petty thief. Why, thank you. Your praise doesn't really mean much to me, though. Were you acting in secret, without revealing to her that you were still alive? I didn't know this. Also, that you could bring her back from her monstrous state. Bullseye. It wasn't easy. It was true. It was a true test of my resolve to keep myself from rushing forward a number of times.
What are you talking about?
It's simple. The Philosopher's Stone, or Horologium, essentially releases poison proportionally to the energy it produces. So, the opposite should be true as well. If Isaac wants to take all the power out of the Philosopher's Stone, then that's fine. Let him take as much as he wants. All you need for yourself is just a little bit of power, enough to stay alive.
Oh.
That was quite a gamble. If you had been off in your timing even a little bit, she may have lost her life. Maybe, but it was the most promising bet I had if I was going to keep living with her.
But the Philosopher's Stone makes endless energy. It's going to build up and I'll just become a monster again.
I didn't know these assignments were going to bite me in the ass. You don't need to worry about that.
Surprisingly, the one who addresses that concern is Isaac.
The energy producing function is mostly under my control now. What remains in your body is just the amount of poison that you originally had, even less perhaps. And the poison that still remains within you will be exhausted after a few uses. I was actually hoping to get that level of poison in your body down to 0. Not everything works out the way you want it to. That's just the way of the world, little thief. As of now, my ambitions have been achieved.
No. This is no time to celebrate. If Isaac does have the power of the Philosopher's Stone in his grasp, then he can finally set his plans into motion.
Much of this game is left. From the moment forth, I shall take the place of God and ignite a war on a scale that the world has never seen.
We are actually very close to the end. It's just like a matter of, getting there.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the battle, humanity will benefit from an accelerated evolution that will raise them to the heavens. Bear witness, for Code Realize has been accomplished.
Oh no, not the game. Isaac releases an Otome game. His main body begins to shine brightly as he speaks. The first cries of this newly born god will only fill me with fear. Lupin, you can't let him...
God, eh? It certainly sounds impressive. With all due respect, Mr. Beckford, it looks like your infinite knowledge has given you a hefty dose of arrogance, too. Your lofty goals have blinded you to the reality of things, and that will be your downfall. What?
Oh, God.
Adrak, hold on tight to me.
I don't know what he intends to do now, but... Alright. I'm going to trust him. I don't feel even a sliver of doubt. Because the chances of Arsene Lupin failing are...
Watch closely.
He interrupted my thoughts.
I'm going to put on a once-in-a-lifetime show for you.
Always 0, okay. Oh, shit.
Antissa. Patient.
He snaps his fingers loud and clear and a blast of explosive flames ignite. The explosions go off in a number of places around the room.
Stay close, Adrak, otherwise you'll be blown away.
Alright. The flames burst forth in a massive blossoms of fire that consumed the entire room. In a matter of seconds, pillars of flames are lighting up the dim room. The wires, which are Isaac's weapons, are scattered about as well. The main focus of the explosions, however, is...
What is this?
Isaac's main body. Perhaps it becomes because of the damage he's taken, but Isaac seems unable to control his body very well.
Arsene Lupin, what have you done? Oh, nothing much. I just prepared a gift for you since I am taking your daughter's hand. Consider it an explosive dowry, my dear father-in-law. Impossible! Such a pathetic trick! There's no way I wouldn't have noticed this! That's why I said he's become blind to the reality of things.
With this cynical remark, Lupin takes a spare bomb from under his coat. It's like any other bomb I've ever seen. It looks like a lump of soil wrapped in burlap.
There's nothing mechanical about this bomb. It's just a lump of gunpowder with an ignition agent. It's a relic from times past, a method long forgotten. But that's why you weren't able to detect it. You're so completely reliant on machines. How could I miss something like that? Admit it, Isaac. You lost the ability to think like a human. You cast it out to be a god in a machine. How dare you? Do you even comprehend? You are about to ruin the formation of a grand new world. Luckily for me, I'm old enough to walk on my own without needing a god to hold my hand every step of the way. I'll be walking on my own 2 feet. Thanks. With her.
Isaac, I agree with Lupin.
Cool.
Humans I might be foolish, but the happiness you lost, you were human when it came to you, weren't you? So I think it's a mistake to reject it all.
Why, you?
Isaac's murderous gaze doesn't faze Lupin. Lupin doesn't look away. He just looks a bit saddened.
Let's end this, Isaac. Teacher. This'll bring us some closure.
Several blasts of heat and sound shake the entire chamber. The creaking of the collapsing globe sounds like an animal in mortal agony.
This can't be happening. Not like this.
Finis's body, which had been under Isaac's command, falls to the floor. He's probably lost the ability to control it from his main body. But the burning wires start moving towards us.
Ellipses.
Ellipses. Neither Lupin nor I try to run. He won't last long. We can both sense this somehow.
You can't stop me! Science! Progress! The dead will rise! Family. Together. Never separated again!
Ah, so that's what it was. His true objective wasn't the evolution of humanity. It was a miracle that not even a man of his intellect had been able to accomplish. Raising the dead. All he ever wanted was to have his family back.
Together! Again! Smiling! Happy! Loving!
The wire stopped just short of reaching us. Isaac. His main body is silent, unmoving. I try to say something, but I can't find the words. I tightly hold on to Lupin's coat, trying to hold back the feelings that are about to overwhelm me.
He just wants to see his loved ones again, huh? That would have been much easier for us all to understand, Isaac.
Instead, we'll never understand.
We'll never understand.
Ah! Another explosion. Did you do that one too, Lupin?
No. That was probably the Philosopher's Stone going out of control.
Out of control?
The power he absorbed from you was being used to maintain Isaac's mind. But his mind is no longer active. With nowhere to go, the power built up is being dispersed throughout the Nautilus. Not even the Nautilus can handle so much energy coursing through its systems. It's going to tear itself apart.
That means...
Sooner or later, this whole place is going to fall to pieces. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Okay, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out our ending soon. So we're gonna... Are you all right, Lupin?
Don't worry about me. It looks like we have another problem.
He looks ahead of us with a steely gaze. Finis?
Oh.
How could you? How could you kill father?
He's still able to move. I can respect his persistence, but still.
The Nautilus is breaking down. We've both been badly injured. There's a gun by Finis's feet, but it is likely out of bullets.
Damn it. If this ship wasn't shaking so badly, I could carry you and just run past him.
I won't ever let you go. Never. Never.
No, Finis.
Adrak, get down!
Whoa!
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 Oh no, we're
Wait, what are you guys all doing here?
The room's
Impy the
tilted, I
vampire.
stumble. What, he's a vampire?
What? No!
The shock is so violent that I can feel my feet bounce off the floor. Just as I'm about to fall, Lupin quickly catches me.
Damn. Where's that fourth Chaos Emerald?
He clutches me tightly to his chest with one hand as he jumps up and grabs onto the nearest steel pole. What is it?
Antivirus alert.
Oh my god, Salem.
Your PC is
Oh my
absolutely fucked.
Hi, Salem. We're at the end of
luck.
Code Realize. Hello, everybody. My name is Neurosis. I'm a computer...
Just drop a car battery on her head. Car battery!
Car battery. My name is Neurosis. I'm a computer virus PNG tuber. I'm here with 1010 Matcha, Emoji, and Brevi, and we are currently at the end of Code Realize, a Tome game. So sit back and watch. We're like speeding towards the end of the game. Yeah.
The ship is self-destructed, and it looks like Impy did well. We're already starting to fall.
The vampire?
Yeah, the vampire.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Damn, if we can hang on a little longer, it should stop at some point.
But Finis. Unable to reach anything to hang on to, Finis slides down to the tilted floor. He's headed towards a gaping hole created when a wall collapsed. Now that the globe containing Finis's mind has been destroyed, that body is the only thing containing everything that is him. If he falls, it's the end for him. Finis will truly die.
No.
For real, for real. Ugh. Lupin, I promise I'll come back.
Hey, Adrak!
As he cries out faintly, I push myself away and dash forward without a second thought. I slide down the floor, pulling myself along any obstacles to speed up as much as I can. Faster, faster! I have to get to him. Even while I'm rushing towards him, Finis slides down towards the hole without any resistance. And he spills out onto the bottomless sky.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
Finis!
Oh. Huh?
I got you.
What are you doing?
Can't you see? I'm pulling you up. Grab my arm, Finis.
It's useless. You no longer have the Horologium's power. Don't have as much strength as before. There's no way you can do this.
I feel like my arm might break off at any minute, but I know all too well that he's right. I'm still going to save you.
I don't need you to. Let go. Father is dead. I'm just a doll now with no purpose. Oh. Just a doll who was never loved by anyone and just yearns to be human.
Don't think of all the hot bills in your area. I don't see that.
That's not helping.
I love you.
What? No. No.
So live, Finis, for me and the hot bills.
Why?
Why
them?
Because you're my brother. You're the only family I have. We fought a lot and we've hurt each other, but still not too late to start over.
That's an understatement, but sure.
Just live, Finis. I want to love you. Like, I want to. I don't, but I want to. Ugh. I can't hold him anymore. My arm is quivering and this strain has gone beyond pain and into numbness. Ugh. But I'll never let go.
Ellipses.
Finis, hurry!
You really are a failure. Don't you see that you're going to fall too?
I won't fall. I'm going to land safely with you.
Well, I decline.
What?
I would never want to live with you.
What?
I hate you.
That's rude. Oh, fuck. Whoa.
Bye. Goodbye, sister.
Dude, that was cringe.
No, I've always hated you and your cringy self. But in the end, just a little bit.
Finis. No, I'm based.
Maybe you weren't so cringy after all.
Finis falls out of sight. I lunge forward, shouting into the darkness, Kingdom Hearts. I almost fall too, but a powerful arm grabs me and holds me tight. Lupin.
I can't let you fall with him.
I turn away, ashamed. Lupin sighs.
You can mourn him later, but first you need to survive. Everything starts there.
Right. There isn't much time left at all. I mean, it feels like there's a lot of fucking time. I hold back my tears and summon the strength to stand.
We're on a pretty steep incline here. You should be fine if I hold on to you. Adrak, promise me you won't go off on your own, alright?
Yeah.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Adrak!
Lupin catches me and supports me, keeping me from falling down. But Fate is nothing but malicious as it actively ridiculing us. What had been the walls just moments ago break and fall one after another.
Seriously?
It's too late. The Nautilus is going through its final stages of destruction.
I suppose this is the final end for the great Mr. Lupin.
Lupin, go without me. You should be able to easily get out of this place without me dragging you down.
Why would you?
It's fine. I'll make sure I escape too. I want you to believe me and wait for me. I have no intention of giving up. But if the worst were to happen, I'd at least like Lupin to make it out alive.
Ow!
Oh, what's wrong?
The place where Finnish shot me must have bent a rib or something. It really hurts. Oof, it's no good. I don't think I can move. Dang, that's too bad. Guess I'm staying here with you.
What? This is no time to be joking around.
Either way, this room has to be the sturdiest in the Nautilus. If this doesn't make it, no place else will. So, all we can do now is leave the rest to luck. So, let's wait together for our time of judgment.
Would you be mad if I apologize?
You mean like, sorry to cause you trouble? Of course I would. I'll lecture you until we're both dead if you say that.
Guess I don't want that. Then, thank you, Lupin. Judgment approaches. The ceiling, walls, floor. Cracks run through them and everything crumbles and falls away. Soon it will be our turn.
Whoa. This is really something.
Yeah.
I have one thing to tell you, in case I never get the chance to apologize to you.
Huh?
That promise we made, I'm sorry I was never able to fulfill it. I told you that I'd let you feel the warmth of another person. I said it with such confidence too. It's terrible.
No, that's not really true. You made my wish a reality.
Huh?
I've always felt warm at your side, so we've already been connected. Aw.
Oh.
Aw. Aw. Aw.
Wave.
Memories.
All alone in the moonlight.
Oh, the memory.
For a long time now, Lupin. We both smile and he takes my hand.
Well, I feel a little pathetic that you're having to cheer me up in our final moments.
Soon I can't feel the floor beneath me and we're flying through a raging wind.
But since this is the end, let me keep to our promise.
His hand gently strokes my hair. There's still poison remaining in my body. My recent transformation has spread the poison to my hair, melting Lupin's gloves and burning his skin. However, his smile never leaves his face. He gently strokes my hair as if he doesn't feel any pain at all. Lupin. He shakes his head. His voice wraps me in kindness, but as a firm core of determination.
I want to touch you. I want to feel you for as long as I can. Just loving you isn't enough. I don't care if it melts away my hands. I don't want to let you go.
His long fingers tenderly comb through my hair. Then eventually...
I guess it's better late than never.
He smiles gently.
Look, I'm not melting anymore. You've used up the last of your poison. It's like a last-minute gift.
Oh. Really?
If there's no poison, then there's no reason at all for me to hold back. Adrak, I'm going to grant your wish now.
All right.
I wasn't able to say this for a long time, But now that I'm off the leash, I want all of you.
We're about to fall to our deaths, dude. We're about to fall to our deaths. we can't fuck in the sky.
Whoa.
Aww. Ah. His word, hands and lips. I feel him all with all of me.
Ellipses.
His kiss is so warm and gentle. It's a warmth I've never felt before, and I want to give him everything I have. I'll love you all the way to the end of the world.
Me too, Adrak.
I think we got the normal ending.
Oh, cool.
Oh no.
I think well, let's read through this real quick. I think we did not get a good ending though.
I think you're right.
Jeez.
Fittest, the artificial life form and leader of the Twilight Intelligence Agency who had been plotting to resurrect Isaac. It's almost been a month since London suffered devastating damage through this series of incidents he caused. Fortunately, the Queen survived the ordeal and still stands as a symbol of the nation. But the events have left deep gouges throughout London. I think you're dead. I think we killed them.
Oh no.
Humans are such strange beings. They can get back up after going through such tremendous trauma. One day, about a month after the events involving the Nautilus. Today, as always, Saint Germain is taking a leisurely stroll through the streets of the four districts, watching the rebuilding. Well, Saint CG's alive.
This section is nearly back to normal.
Those who have evacuated London have slowly been trickling back into the city. This district has already regained much of its liveliness. Places like this are where the first signs of a city's death usually appear. On the other hand, though, it is these places that also show the first signs of recovery. This chaotic place contains the full gamut of humanity's ugliness and beauty, which is why Saint Germain loves this area so much.
To think that it's already been a month.
He sighs happily, then absentmindedly looks up at the sky. We got the normal ending. That day, only a handful of people were able to return to the ground alive from the destruction of the Nautilus. Van Helsing and Victor, Impy and Sholmes, and Saint Germain himself as well as Guinevere. To this day, they're still falling. They're the only survivors who Saint Germain saw with his own eyes. Yeah, so we did not get the good ending for Lupin's route. We have killed 2 love interests and Adrak, actually.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Adrak is dead in this ending.
Yeah, she gone.
She gone. He didn't see for himself, but Finis, Nemo, and Alistair likely shared the same fate as the Nautilus.
Not
And
Nemo!
Oh, wait. We killed Impy too, no!
Hey, Saint Germain.
Yes, Saint Germain.
Ah. Miss Adrak Lupin.
As the Nautilus was breaking down, Saint Germain and the others waited until the last minute for them. However, the 2 never appeared, and he was forced to leave in the escape craft the others had found on board. Yeah, they're dead. Even after a month, nothing of them has been found.
Hmm.
We did it again, boys! We did it! Saint Germain silently shakes his head and resumes his walk down the street.
Now then. There's nothing left to do, so I suppose I will go back home and relax.
Saint Germain is no longer an apostle of idea. His punishment for portraying the idea that day has been banishment from the organization. His betrayal was punishable by death, and yet the reason he remains alive is... It likely has to do with the fact that those gathered by Saint Germain did mankind a great service by eliminating Isaac. But still, since he is no longer a member of their group, the curse of immortality has also been removed from his body. Now that he's no longer immortal, Saint Germain estimates that he has something like 50 years left to live. He's already decided how we'll spend that short amount of time.
Someday, when those two return, it would be very sad if there was no one waiting for them.
Impy, Victor, Van Helsing, and Delacroix II have all begun to follow their own paths, seeking their own goals. But Saint Germain feels that he has lived long enough. That's why.
It doesn't sound too bad. Spending the remainder of my life waiting for those two.
The Count returns to the mansion and enjoys some tea by himself in the lounge. His days are a bit dull now compared to the long and varied life he led devoted to his mission. Living without an objective makes him feel somewhat uneasy, like he is soaking in lukewarm water. Then...
Oh, it's you, Cece.
Okay, guys, I have a serious question for you. Would you want to go see the true ending or not?
I think this is so funny.
I mean, I'd love to see it. Like,
I'm only asking because I know it's like, it will take more time. So do you want to cut it off here for normal end and like try, or? I'm leaving it up to you guys because I'm a degenerate.
We should interrupt a random read through somewhere and then just script it
Oh
to
my
that
God.
one.
Just randomly pop in.
Yeah, no,
Really?
that'd be super fucking funny, actually.
Like, let's pre-record it and then just randomly.
Oh my god, yeah.
Want to do a pre-recorded version?
Yeah.
Yeah, might
my
as well.
God. Sure, let's just continue with this ending then.
okay.
All right, we can do that. The last of the mansion's previous residents rubs up against his feet.
Are you lonely as well? Do you miss everyone? That's right. Hold on for a moment.
Saint Germain lightly strokes Cece's back, then thinks of something and leaves the room. When he returns, he's holding a framed photograph in his hands. It's a commemorative picture that was taken when they won the airship race. Everyone in the picture has a unique expression. It almost looks like they might begin speaking to him at any moment.
This way, I think the solitude of this room won't stand out as much.
Saint Germain sits back on a couch, puts Cece on his lap, and closes his eyes. Again. When he does, a memory vividly plays out before his mind's eye.
All right, everyone, listen up. I just got some information regarding an extraordinary treasure.
Treasure, like the world's most beautiful woman?
Impy is immediately hooked on his... Lupin starts talking with a fearless smile.
Stop interrupting. Nobody asked for your opinion.
Now. Why don't we hear him out first?
Van Helsing makes a mocking remark and Victor tries to calm everyone down. Then... Lupin, how can I help? Hi, it's me. She smiles, ready to head out as I watch... Oh, I guess this is Saint Germain now. Okay.
She smiles, ready to head out, as I watch over her with a smile of my own.
Oh, okay.
All of this was a normal scene for all of us until quite recently. But all I do now is look back on it as a memory, like a photograph. It's a scene I'll never be able to touch again.
Okay. Saint Germain smiles sadly, then falls into a peaceful sleep. Okay, Saint Germain again.
If I can at least be with them all again in my dreams.
That is the last thing on his mind.
It was the first route.
Oh.
And last on my mind.
Oh.
Look it up.
They're dead.
Only two of them are dead. Hey. Yeah, so congratulations, guys.
Well, damn.
Holy shit.
Well, damn.
We ended the game by killing them.
Nur, I will say I was reading something said you can't get the true ending at first, but then some did. So I don't know what to believe anymore.
Oh, I got the true ending first try when I played.
That's what I figured, that you could do it, but
Yeah, you can do it first try.
well.
I don't
Oh,
know.
well.
I think it's because with
I think we're cursed.
I think with Lupin's route, like that one last like color alternate CG is like counts as a CG. So I think that's why people are like, you gotta do this because you'll have to get all the CGs in this game. You gotta collect them all. That might be it. But yeah. Anyway, we died. I really like how my two favorite characters are Van Helsing and Lupin, and we killed both of them.
And mine is Impy, and he went missing forever.
Yeah.
Yep. And I seem to remain at a perfect then.
Yeah.
I mean, so did Victor.
Yeah.
My
But
favorite
yeah.
is I get to voice a fucking crazy character in every fucking Otome we play.
Yeah, it's great.
Yahoo!
Yeah, Yahoo! Yeah, so let me queue it up. This is a long one, so let's see who's online. But yeah, that was Code Realize?
Question mark?
Question mark?
Bruh.
Actually, you know what? It fits. It fits that way. I put the question mark in the final part.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe at some point, like, I don't know, maybe between routes for Cafe Enchanté, we'll just go back and like, maybe we can like look at some extra stuff too.
Yeah.
Because there's like side stories
Sure.
too that we could
Yeah.
do. I think that.
Yeah,
work.
like some in-between stuff.
Yeah. So this could be an in-between of actually finishing the game.
I like that. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Who's online?
Kana's probably online.
Oh yeah, Kana's online. Kana is playing Baldur's Gate 3. Kana's in Act 3, so if you are not in Act 3 for Baldur's Gate, please be aware of that. Heavy spoilers. Yeah, at least it's not Valentine's Day this time.
Thank God.
We didn't ruin Valentine's Day, at least. That's a miracle in itself. We'll probably do it again, though.
Can't wait.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, can't wait to ruin Valentine's Day once again. Yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. Next week, we are returning to Cafe Enchanté with the Ignis route.
Hands you a steak.
Hands you a steak. We're finally
Hands
back.
you a
Hands you a steak.
Yeah, so
Time for
everyone.
cafe.
Yeah, it's time for Cafe. I am gonna have to like redo some of your character sheets because I thought this would be a one-off for Cafe Enchanté, so I left out some characters. I'm going to have to like put them back in. Anyway,
Ooh.
yeah. Anyway, everyone say bye.
But
Bye.
did he really die?
On